Hi Aries, how are you? I'm going to do a little Osho reading for you. So let's see if it resonates. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. And we all know who we are in the story. So with that being said, let's see what's going on for all of you Aries. I sure appreciate you all being a part of my channel. So thank you very much for tuning in. Ooh, did something break? I feel like something broke. It could be something that mattered. Something broke. Anyway, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on? Messages for the greatest and highest good for all of our Aries. So I'm going to do what's called this, it's a flying bird. So let's start out with your overall energy, Aries. You come out with your inner voice reversed. So I feel like your intuition, your psyche, I mean, they're trying to tell you something. Yeah, because when your inner voice is trying to knock on your door, I feel like it's knocking. Hello, Aries, are you home? Because you're not answering your door. Aries, open the door. Open the door. All right, I am getting, for some of you, someone is green with envy. I don't know what that's about, but I just get this like seething jealousy, whether it's towards you. I feel like it's towards you, but it could be you. Because again, you're not listening to your intuition. There's something your intuition is trying to tell you and you're not paying attention. Oh, yeah. And I feel like you've done this. It's one of these things where you have this element of being self-imprisoned. Like you've created this world for you that's got you a little bit locked up. And it's time for you to come out and play and relax a little bit. I mean, you've been tired. I think it's almost as if you use the excuse of I'm really tired. No, I don't really have it in me. And I don't know. I just get the sense of like you lock yourself up. And there's this wonderful opportunity that's kind of buzzing around you. So if you are going to be all isolated up, Aries, then I think you need to turn to your craft, your art, your passion, whatever that is. Because somehow, you know, there's a message trying to come through to you. And you're just, it's like either you're blocked, you're shut down, you're choosing not to listen to it. You're holding on to it. It's so funny. I bet you that's the card of the miser. So you're hanging on to something that is keeping you very, very closed up. Really closed up. So your relationship, you know, if you're involved with somebody, I just get the sense that there's this this churning of a growth between the two of you. It's not always easy because I see that for the longest time now, it's been very, very stagnant. It's like you do what you got to do. It's tiring. It's really tiring doing what you got to do. All of that has gotten really old. I feel like your life has gotten so routine and old that now there's this injection that's wanting to happen that will put you in a whole new direction. I do see a relationship for somebody coming through. I think it will be somebody who stands out in a crowd. So there could be somebody who's got their eye on you. All right, so let's keep going, see what else, and then I'll jump back down to the cards on the table and see what the story is all about. So yeah, the winds of change, I'm telling you, they're here. I know I'm feeling it. I'm in transition. Oh, I'm in transition just as I'm sure a lot of other people are. And I feel like that's what's going on with you. There's this real ending that's happening that brings a deep sorrow. But it's almost like it's a sorrow of like the past really being the past. Now, you have to let go of something. It's clear that something is really needing to be let go of. What is it? You know, is it something that's monetary, something tangible? Is it something, an attitude? Is it money? Is it your job? Is it your relationship? There is something that you are holding on to. And I feel like it's making this energy, this very greedy type of energy, a little bit of arrogance, you know, might be coming up. I'm just not, it's ugly energy, and it's almost, and you know better. Isn't that interesting? I just feel like you know better. So there's a lot of disharmony going on right now because you're not moving with the flow of life right now. You're fighting it almost. So you've got to slow down. You've got to slow down because I think there's a lot of changes happening for a lot of us. And you do have this major ending coming up. And whatever it is, it's almost as if you and your person have to make a really big decision. And this big decision will change your life. I mean, it's like the one decision, I think you both know what you're supposed to do, but the two of you need to make a decision. Everything's waiting on it, but it's such a big one. Such a big one. But once you do this, okay, once you let go of whatever it is that you are hanging on to, I mean, it's like, I'm going to hang on to this no matter what. I mean, it's like once you start to let go of this grip, and, you know, this has come up for you, Aries, that ball and chain. There's something that you are really being told to release. And once you do that, it will change everything. Your final outcome, we have this card of aloneness with playfulness, with this silence. It's like something, when you finally start listening to what's going on inside, you know, because there's this element of, you know, you're not stopping long enough to take a breath. And in that breath is the answer to all of your problems. But you know what the answer is. I just feel like you're being very stubborn and you are not wanting that to be the answer. So it's almost as if you are in conflict with the universe. You said, universe, I want this. And then it was given it to you. It's like you got to be careful what you wish for, right? And then when the universe gave it to you, you're like, well, now this is like turned into this really difficult thing. And I don't know what to do about it. So I do see that you and your person have to make some kind of decision. Especially if you want to turn these energies around. Ruby, stop. I knock on the door and she barks. Hey, stop. All right, anything else for our Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Before, I'm going to pull out another deck and we're going to get a little bit of advice. Yeah, guidance. We're going to get a little advice, and out comes this card of guidance. I mean, there's something. See, you're sitting on the back of this angel. Do you see? There you are. And you're looking back at this, what you're hanging on to. It keeps you trapped. And the two of you, whether it's you or your person, you guys have to come to some kind of an agreement that's going to take a lot of courage. And it's going to be an ending of something that's been weighing the two of you down. It's funny, I keep feeling like you might be involved with a Leo, or somebody's got a lot of Leo in their chart. Really proud. You know, I'm not going to get rid of this, you know, I'm going to make it work. But honestly, there's an inner calling, like something is inside of you is telling you what to do, and it's wanting you to listen. And you don't want to do it because this would become it would end everything. I mean, it would be very sad. I mean, the reality of what it is. But right now, there's so much instability and insecurity. And you've done this before. It's like your life has an opportunity to change if you let go of something. Yeah. There needs to be, something has to change in order for you to be able to move forward with a fresh new start. And it wants to do it. It's encouraging you. And it's one of these things, Aries, you have the support of the universe. Whether you're single or you're coupled up, the universe is supporting us if we listen. I mean, this is a burden you have to let go of. I mean, you've been carrying it and carrying it, carrying it, and you have to make a decision about it. And you keep hoping that the decision is going to be made for you. You don't want that. You're an Aries. You don't want anybody making a decision for you. So you better start listening to what it is your inner voice really wants to say. It's talking. It's like loud and clear. Aries, you need to do this. Aries, let go of this. Aries, no good for you. You know, and it's like you're being really stubborn. There's this element of pride, but I do see you finally moving on. You know, this angel finally grabs a hold and says, "Come on, let's do this. I'm going to show you a little bit of freedom here." And then once you start to understand, you know, everything starts to change a little bit. You know, when the pressures are released and you're not dealing with excess stress, because I feel like this is an element of stress that has appeared that could go away and solve a lot of problems. Your relationship right now, and again we have the Strength card. See, there's a lot of this energy of you really finding your strength. You know, because the relationship you're involved with, you might be involved in a relationship that has been a very, very heavy burden, and you're ready to let it go because you don't see where it's going to bring you any happiness. So, that's for someone out there. Someone rising Venus signs. Yeah. I mean, we have the King of Cups with the Ten of Cups reversed. I mean, in your relationship, I feel like there's a decision has to be made because right now, you guys are not happy. We see you're not happy. There's a lot of disharmony, and it's like, it's hard to pretend that it's not around. And until you two sit down and make a decision, that's what you're going to feel. And I think your person sees, you know, that, you know, how are we going to make it, this little family of ours? So there's this creative inspiration, and it's part of this, like something's trying to tell you what to do. I can't tell you. You know, your inner voice, your dreams, you know, your thoughts. I mean, just something might be coming up over and over and over again. Follow up on it. You know, that's your psychic intuition talking to you, telling you, hey, do this, do that. Yeah, there's opportunities coming. But there's this need for you to cut something out. I mean, it keeps coming back. Aries, what is it that you need to cut out of your life that will free you? Something is hanging you up. And it's like, you talk about it. It's like, it's almost like you talk about, well, letting it go. And maybe we need to go in another direction. And maybe we should do something else. But you got to make the motion. I mean, talk is cheap. Right, Aries? Talk is cheap. So things right now aren't very stable. But there's opportunities on the horizon, truly on the horizon. And you have support. You know, you just got to not be so stubborn. You know, you need to start to see the other side, the other perspective, the other possibilities. You have limited yourself to one possibility when the possibilities of your life are infinite. So it's time to open up a little bit more, cut out whatever it is that needs to end. We have 1, 2, 3 tens on the table. And this card of completion. I mean, this is what it is you are about to do ends a cycle that will change the direction and the trajectory of your life for you and your family. I'm talking couples here, couples. So there's a lot of anxiety, and you've got to like break through the illusion of what, I mean, you might have been like this real idealist, you know, and you had this like grandiose, you know, idea of a retreat center or something like that. But the reality is that, you know, you had this great idea And, you know, you started in the middle. And it's like you got to start at the beginning. You know, you can't cut corners. Those of you involved with somebody who this might be a relationship, look, the 2 cards that come together, 3 and 4 of Swords. There's been a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak. And again, there's messages in the stars. You need to rest. You need to relax. Your psyche is trying to talk to you. Okay? Because everything you want will come towards you, but maybe not the way you wanted it to. So you have to let go of how you want things done and just allow the universe to unfold what should be done. So I feel like that's a really strong message for you, Aries. So I'm going to end it here. Take what works, leave what doesn't. There's really good things on the horizon, you know, but it's going to require you letting go of something, and you know exactly what it is because it's been coming up and coming up. So let it go once and for all. Make that decision with your person so you can turn your life around. All right, until the next reading, I hope this resonated for someone. Take what works, leave what doesn't, and I'll see you at the next reading. All right, thumbs up if you like the reading. I sure appreciate it. Like, share, comment, and yeah, bye.